Good morning. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2024. Stocks fell last week as the post-election rally lost momentum amid an inflation uptick and cautious comments from Fed officials. Before we take a closer look at what happened last week, just a heads up that this Thursday, in 3 days, we have our final monthly capital markets update and outlook for 2024. We will be live, but online only. This is your opportunity to look over our shoulder as we review the positives, the headwinds, and what we think it means for the future as we look forward to the rest of this year and into 2025. We love your questions and we stay until all questions are answered. You can get the details, and if you RSVP on our website, we will send you a reminder email. With that, I will roll today's intro and we'll take a closer look at what happened in the markets last week. Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update. The Standard & Poor's 500 index fell 2.08% last week, while the NASDAQ Composite Index declined 3.15%. The Dow Jones Industrials Average lost 1.24%, and the MSCI EAFE Index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, dropped by 2.38%. The 10-year Treasury bond yield came up modestly last week to 4.43%. This is now up 9.93% from a month ago, but still down 2.21% from a year ago. Remember, as these yields fall, the value of bonds rise. Stocks began last week with modest gains as all three major indexes hit record highs. On Tuesday, stocks took a breather with monthly inflation pending. News that the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, ticked up slightly in October injected some uncertainty into the markets. The Producer Price Index released the following day showed wholesale inflation ticked up last month. While both the CPI and PPI aligned with expectations, investors hoped for better news. Comments from Fed Chair Powell that the Fed was not in a hurry to cut rates were a bit unexpected, which put stocks under more pressure. Stocks dropped again on Friday as strong October retail sales seemed to reinforce Powell's comments about Fed rate adjustments. News that Boston Fed President Susan Collins expressed doubts about what the Fed might do in December put further pressure on stocks. The inflation data that came in last week, both retail and wholesale, show that the path to the Fed's stated goal of 2% inflation may prove bumpy. For the past couple of years, inflation has been the focus of the Fed's efforts to manage rising prices by tightening the money supply. Ironically, strong retail sales numbers, while a sign of a strong economy, send a mixed message to investors. Confident consumers tend to spend money, which may take some pressure off the Fed as it looks to manage economic activity. Looking ahead to this week, we have a busy week. The key economic data that we are keeping our eye on starts today when Fed official Austin Goolsbee speaks. We also get a look at the housing market index. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we get a look at housing starts and permits. Then on Wednesday, we have the Treasury buyback announcement that we'll be watching. Thursday, we get a look at existing home sales and weekly jobless claims. We also have Fed official Beth Hammack speaking. And then wrapping up the week on Friday, we get a look at consumer sentiment. Also, this week's companies reporting earnings include, starting tomorrow, Walmart, Lowe's, and Medtronic. Then on Wednesday, we get NVIDIA, the TJX companies, Palo Alto Networks, and Target. And then on Thursday, we also have Intuit and Deere reporting earnings. At CCG, we primarily invest in individual stocks, which cuts out the many hidden costs that can be found in today's investment products. If you'd like to learn more about our low-cost, fully transparent, and personalized approach, you can visit smartmixportfolios.com. Lastly, at 2 o'clock today, Central Time, I will be sending out our full update for the week. This update includes more than what I talk about here on Monday mornings, including our popular weekly tax tip. The IRS sends letters and notices for many different reasons. Some letters need a response or action item, while some are to keep you informed. In this week's tax tip, we look at what you need to do if you receive mail from the IRS. Again, this email and everything in it goes out at 2 p.m. Central Time. If you're not getting this email, you may subscribe at our website, which of course is www.investwithccg.com. Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.